Hey guys, my name is Bryan Rojas with the Takeover team, and I want to take a couple minutes to chat with you about who we are, what we do, and what we're looking for when you actually come on board with us. Okay. So, a little bit about myself. I'm a first generation American. And so, my father, growing up, my father was a mechanic. And so, I thought that meant that um, I had to be a mechanic as well. So once I graduated from high school, I went to a technical school to become an aviation mechanic, and I quickly realized that, at age 23, I hated nuts and bolts. That was not my calling, and so I was super frustrated, not only with myself, but just like the way I thought at that point. I remember not having any money, no career, no degree, and I just felt like a complete failure. So I still had to pay bills, right? So I ended up getting a job at a call center where I learned how to sell Medicare supplements for seniors, right? That was my 9 to 5. But also I intertwined that with driving, ride sharing with Uber and Lyft. And I did that every day from 6 p.m. all the way up to 2 a.m. every single day. And even though I love the entrepreneur side of Uber and Lyft, I remember just working hard, long days, just to kind of get by. I remember not making over $40,000 in a single year working those two jobs with that 9 to 5 and Uber. And I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired, honestly, living paycheck to paycheck. So at that point, I just remember my wife's friend, her son got into insurance, right? And he was just straight crushing it. And she said that I could crush it too. So I went over their office and met with the team, and they kind of explained to me the freedoms and the abilities of individual agents just basically printing money, just making a lot of money, and what that could look like. They also showed me how I could build my own agency if that's what I wanted to do. And that's what I did. At the time, it felt like this was my shot to redeem myself. So I jumped right in, full throttle. And fast forward 7 years later, man, it's been a dream come true for not only for me but for my family. We've done some really cool stuff. We've traveled all over the world. We've really we've been able to provide for my family and I. But where we are in the business now is we're doing $100,000 per month in our business. And we know we have multiple agents all over the United States. So a couple things that were important to me when we first started was four things. Okay. So number one, uh, it was important for us to have the highest compensation possible for our agents. And what that means for you is, the highest contract we have is about 140% but with our bonuses included, that we're looking at 163%. We figured, if you do the work, if you're hardworking, you should get the pay as well. Number two was our renewals. So, if we believe that if the policy stayed in the books, and you actually did good business, that you should get renewals day one. You were invested day one with us. Why is that important? Because a lot of companies don't give you that. Some companies give it to you after 3 years, after 5 years, after 10. With 10 years with us, you get renewals and you're vested with us day one. As far as the third thing is leads, right? So, like, leads were very important for us so that you can build your business. There are some companies out there that, like, they don't have any leads. They believe in building business through friends and family, and that's great. We believe that you should help your friends and family too. But we believe also that you need to build a business through leads, right? And so, what type of leads do we have? So, like, the first type of lead that we have is basically a direct mail lead. And what that is basically when somebody buys a house or retires, they're looking to get some insurance to protect the mortgage of the house or get some burial or final expense insurance, right? So what that means for you is there's no cold calling, right? You don't need to be going door to door to get your business. They simply fill out this form and send it back to us, and we're able to help them through that process. All right, so that's way number one. Way number two is via internet. So it's basically like the first process, but the only difference is they don't fill it out. They actually do it via internet. They type it in and send it over to us. We also do that with Medicare people age 65 and over, right? We also on our financial side, we do seminars for high net worth clients. In that area as well. So with that, the last thing that was very important to me was trainings, right? So when it comes to trainings, we have a full online university, and the people that are training in that university is our top agents, right? We figured that we would want the people that are doing it showing how it's done, right? And what that means for you is that you have uh, full moral authority of the person that's teaching you what they're doing. Okay. And so with that, also, we do one-on-one trainings, and we have over 200 regional offices all over across the United States. Okay. So what we're looking for here is somebody that wants to be independent, wants to build something, and can follow a proven system. Okay. If that sounds like it's you, please let's set up a time. Let's talk one-on-one and find your goals. Okay. I know what it's done for me and my family, and I hope it does that for you. Okay. Let's align. Let's see if this is something that you think it's something that you would like to do. And if it is, great. Let's get to it. Okay, man. God bless. Take care.